everyone! So, I've been planning on making this video for a while now, but things happened. I got busy and I couldn't stop to make this video at all. But it's finally here, as promised. Yay! Horse movies have been around for ages. No matter who you are, you've probably watched a few of them. The most popular ones at least: Seabiscuit, Dreamer, Warhorse, Spirit, Secretariat. Regardless if you're a horse lover or not, it's always fun to watch a horse movie. They're beautiful animals and the interaction between humans and horses is always lovely and inspiring, right? Wrong. I just want to say here and now that I am a horse rider. I've been on this field for 16 years now, so it's more likely for me to find flaws in movies or shows that involve horse riding than someone that's not well versed in the equestrian world. I might be more nitpicky than I should for these, but bear with me. I have my reasons. And I'm not saying that all horse movies are bad. There are horse movies that I really enjoy. For example, Spirit, the animation. The 2003 animated movie Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, not the new Netflix show. Secretariat is also a nice movie. It isn't amazing, but it's based on a true story, and even though I don't like horse racing in general, the story of that specific horse is pretty neat. Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken, as crazy as the premise sounds, is also actually a true story about a stunt performer that did the impossible. But we're not here to talk about those few horse movies. No. I'm here to tell you why I absolutely hate most horse movies. I'll separate the overall review in topics so it'll be easier to explain each thing I hate about them. Of course, every story is unique. There are some strict archetypes that are followed, sure, but each movie has its own way of storytelling, and I appreciate that. However, when you look at the general plot as a whole, they're all exactly the same. It's always, "Hi, I'm Hannah. My family has this drama, and because of that we moved to this small town nobody's ever heard of. And I'm a quirky little rebellious brat who can't take no for an answer. So I fled one day from my parents' house and ended up finding this beautiful horse. His name is Thunderbolt, and he is the wildest horse in town, and his owner saw how he let me touch him, so now he told me to ride this horse and win a competition, even though A, I've never been on a horse before, and B, this horse has never been properly worked for shows before. What could go wrong? Oh yeah, and there's also this real rich snobby girl named Stacy that is the daughter of a famous horse rider, has been riding since she was born, and has the best horse in the country, but I'm definitely gonna win against her, right? It's always like that. Always. No matter if it's a movie or a series, it always has this sort of quirky city girl plot. Oh yeah, and there's always some drama involving either the horse getting sick and being close to dying, or the horse being sold away to some rich person. The characters from this sort of movie always seem very two-dimensional. The main girl is always a quirky, stubborn girl. The mom is always kind of just there. The horse trainer is always an old guy that was successful in the past but is past his prime years and got forgotten by everyone. The horse is always this wild killing machine that everyone's afraid of, but is surprisingly tame and reliable when it comes to the main girl. There's always the rich rival girl that picks on the main girl and has a dumb sidekick. They all have the same formula every time, and it kind of gets old after a while. This is actually not about the human actors, but the horses utilized in the movie. In most animal movies, they need a few different animals, especially when it comes to horses, because it's not easy to train horses to do certain tricks. In most of these movies, they will need for one horse character about 3 or 4 different horses for different stunts. They'll need a more fiery horse that knows how to rear up and look angry. When the horse character is tamer in the story, they'll need a calm horse that allows different movements from the person. If the horse is sick at some point in the movie, they'll need a horse that knows how to lay down and stay still to appear ill. It's really hard, and honestly, it's admirable how much work they put into those horses for movies. But the problem is when they can't find similar horses for each part, and while it's tough to do that, logistically speaking, it's a better idea to make your horse character a bland, common color so it will be easy to match the color and the shape of it. If you can spot 2 different horses being the same character in the trailer, oh boy, you're in for a good time. This is more of a nitpick on my part, I know, because it's hard to find good actors and good writers, but it really wouldn't hurt to do some research in basic horse training to shoot a movie about training horses. I say that because, as a horse trainer, I can safely say that 1 sugar cube and 2 pats on the neck will not make your devil equine into a soft loving pony. Also, another huge pet peeve is that horses normally don't neigh whenever you look at them, and this is a problem with not just horse movies, but any movies that have a horse in them. Whenever the horse shows up on screen, you'll hear a neigh, and that's not how it works.
for life.
Most horse movies are made to appeal to young children and horse lovers in general, so they tend to make the characters more relatable, including the horse themselves. It's easier to understand a horse from a movie point of view if it's more humanized and has human-like thoughts. This is not necessarily wrong or makes a movie inherently bad, but my issue with this, again, it's more of a personal opinion than anything, is that when young horse riders watch these movies or series and think horses in real life think the way they think in movies, they'll find excuses for when the horse is misbehaving, saying they are trying to warn the rider of something, when in reality, horses just want to do less effort and just not work at all. I was guilty of that when I was younger, and I see a lot of young riders doing the same. Also, your horse is not gonna go beyond and win the competition for you just because you gave him a carrot and a whole motivational speech saying how much he means to you and how much you two must win. So, in conclusion, horse movies are not bad. I just personally hate them. There are people who love them, and that's okay. Everyone has the right to love anything, of course. Having that said, I'm planning on getting together with my buddy Moon, aka Nuance, to sit down together and watch some horse movies to properly review all of them within the topics I mentioned. I thrive with getting angry, so it's gonna be super fun. Stay tuned for that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Your constant support means a lot to me. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like down below. If you're not a subscriber and enjoy my content, I'll love you forever if you subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. It really helps me out. Do you like horse movies? Do you hate them? Tell me what you think about it in the comments. I might make a Q&A video specifically about horse movies, and if there's any specific horse movie you'd like me to review, let me know as well. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons: Maestro Investment Group, Spartan 101600, Up in Flames, Carolina Azevedo, and Nuance. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye!